Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. We're going to talk about oil today. Out of CNBC, oil rises for third day as rate hike concerns ease. This should tell you something. All right, here we go. Oil rose for a third straight day on Wednesday as investors' concern eased about U.S. interest rate hikes, and an industry report pointed to a drop in U.S. crude inventories. Comments from U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell on Tuesday were seen as less hawkish than feared, boosting risk appetite and weighing on the dollar. A weaker dollar makes cheaper for other currency holders. A weaker dollar makes oil cheaper for other currency holders. It would appear traders had become a little more defensive on the expectation of a hawkish shift, but Powell refrained from taking the leap, said Craig Erlem, senior market analyst at brokerage Oneda. Brent crude rose 41 cents or 0.5% to 84.10 a barrel, and West Texas Intermediate or WTI crude climbed 48 cents to 77.62. So let me explain something here that I don't think a lot of people understand. As traders expect the Fed to start easing in rates, oil goes up, right? When interest rates are going up, traders don't feel so bullish on oil, so oil tends to stay the same or go down, right? And that's what we've seen recently. As this last year, as the Fed rose rates, the price of oil went down, and people were excited. Now, it didn't necessarily translate at the pump. I mean, it did in some states, not all of them, because some states just added more taxes. Thank you, California. But a lot of people go, okay, that's a good thing. Now think about this. If the Fed stops raising rates, oil goes down, and that's great. Everyone gets super pumped. Or I'm sorry, no, it's the opposite. They stop raising rates. Oil, they get pumped about rates not going down. I'm totally off kilter right now. And the price of oil goes up. But here's the problem. When the price of oil goes up, that creates inflation. Not only at the pump, for you putting in your oil, you're putting in oil in your car, gas or diesel, but it also goes up because everyone's cost goes up for fuel or for manufacturing, right? So at a certain point, it hits the consumer. Isn't that an interesting point? The Fed knows that whatever it does, we're going to have problems with inflation right now. If they stop raising rates, energy costs are going to go up, which causes the worst type of inflation. See, right now, natural gas, I was talking to somebody the other day and they were saying, oh my gosh, my natural gas bill is 3 times as expensive. I said, well, I told you it was going to hyperinflate. That's actually technically hyperinflation right now. We're actually there. You don't even see it. It's going to get worse. Don't get me wrong. But I told you that energy was going to hyperinflate and you guys laughed at me. And not you guys, these people. And now it's happening. So I don't care about your whining. So you just pay one less car payment. But if you think about it, as the Fed lowers rates, energy goes up, which is going to cause more inflation. And it takes time. Most people don't understand that. It takes a certain amount of time for it to translate from the cost of energy, like natural gas being high, oil being high, which makes gas and diesel high. And then months and months and months down the road, it starts showing up at the grocery store. It starts showing up with the surcharge on fuel that your contractor had to charge you when he showed up to your house to fix your house, right? And so then the Federal Reserve has to deal with that inflation, right? And food and energy inflation are the two scariest. The Fed knows this because those are things that people can't go without. You know, they can try and break the backbone of the economy and cause certain non-durable goods or disposable income to change the way people spend, right? Their extra income, but they can't get away. They can't stop people from trying to eat and trying to light their house or heat their home, right? So that's the kind that gets really interesting. Now, I've told you before that I believe that you're going to see oil up in the triple digits, and I think they're going to be here to stay next time we close above $130 a barrel. And I think that when that happens, that is going to send the world reeling. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can't wait for that time because that means there's going to be lots of opportunities in other asset classes like real estate. So I can't wait. Guys, I think this is really interesting. It's a sign of the times. But again, I don't think you're going to see the reaction to what we're talking about from this story until the end of this next year. All right, guys, that being said, I hope you got something out of this. I was all over the map. I'm sorry, but it's just one of those mornings. I hope you have a great day. The Economic... No. Jeez, Ninja needs some coffee. The Economic Ninja is out.